Some young people are just born resilient, and some young people have to be taught how to be resilient. And that's where coaching can come in, to help young people learn the strategies and resources for resilience through coaching interventions and coaching conversations. Resilience is a crucial skill for young people to help them deal with stress, manage setbacks and overcome any challenges that they might face. When a young person is resilient, it requires them to draw upon the range of resources that they have within themselves to navigate these personal setbacks, stresses and challenges whilst maintaining their levels of mental well-being. Hi, I'm Liz. My organisation, Worth It, trains practitioners and professionals who work with young people in how to use coaching to help them improve resilience, develop wellbeing and move towards flourishing. And in doing that, we're supporting the promotion of positive mental health and protecting against the onset of mental illness. Let's talk about what resilience actually is. There is, within the field of psychology, many different definitions of resilience, so it's important to be clear what you think resilience is. So when we're talking about resilience in teenagers, it's about young people's ability to navigate, adapt, grow and change despite adversity, stress, setback or challenges that they face themselves. When a young person is resilient, it requires them to draw upon the range of resources that they have within themselves to navigate these personal setbacks, stresses and challenges whilst maintaining their levels of mental well-being. So the aspects of resilience include emotional regulation and the ability to manage emotions in healthy ways, such as calming yourself down if you're feeling angry or stressed. Problem-solving skills, which includes finding constructive solutions to deal with problems and challenges. Self-efficacy, which is confidence in their ability to overcome obstacles and have positive outcomes. Support system, which is relying on positive relationships and connections that they might have. That could be within their family, friendship groups, or with professionals and practitioners that they're working with, so they're able to ask for help when they need it and actually receive that help in order to be resilient to face the challenges that they're in. Adaptability, which is the ability to adapt and be flexible despite setbacks and obstacles and keep moving forward. Optimism, maintaining a hopeful, positive mindset despite challenges and setbacks. These are known as the antecedents of resilience. So the things that come before the need to be resilient and are the resources that we can support young people to learn and develop. Resilient teenagers are not immune to stress. They just have more coping strategies and resources within themselves to be able to navigate the stressful situations and challenges that they face. Why is resilience important for young people specifically? Being an adolescent or a young person in the modern world is very challenging. There are a lot of difficult situations that young people have to face before we even talk about puberty and growing up and life itself. So resilience is a crucial skill for young people to help them deal with stress, manage setbacks and overcome any challenges that they might face. When a young person is resilient, they're able to learn and grow and actually become better because of the adversity or challenge that they've experienced. Here are some of the specific benefits of resilience in young people. Improved mental health. Developing resilience in young people can help them have improved mental health as it equips them with a range of coping strategies and resources to navigate stressful situations and challenges that might actually impact on their mental health in a negative way. This can lead to better overall mental well-being, as resilient people tend to have a more optimistic outlook on life, and being optimistic is associated with positive mental health and well-being. Better coping mechanisms. When faced with challenges, resilient young people are much better able to cope and navigate those challenges because they have a range of coping strategies that they can employ. These include thinking skills, being optimistic, the ability to set goals and problem solve to help them navigate the challenges and feel that they are in control and feel that they are coping with that situation. Increased adaptability. Resilience is associated with flexible and adaptable thinking. In the modern fast-paced world, it's really important that we help young people develop flexible thinking and move away from more rigid ways of thinking and black and white thinking, so that they can navigate and use the flexible thinking skills to navigate different challenges and situations that they might face in life. Young people are going to see technological advancements that are beyond what we can even imagine. So we need to really be supporting young people to develop that flexible thinking that they can take with them through life. Improve relationships. Resilience is really important to help young people improve their ability to have healthy, positive relationships. Positive relationships are essential for well-being. So by having good levels of resilience, young people often have better empathy, better communication skills. They're able to access relationships and improve connections with other people. These include peers, professionals, friends, and family. Academic success. Resilience is associated with improved academic success. Young people that are resilient often have better academic outcomes as they're able to navigate challenges and setbacks they face academically. They're able to have grit and determination to focus on their goals and keep moving forward despite obstacles and setbacks. So you can really see how helping a young person to be more resilient will help their academic achievement. Coping with stress. Education and the different lives that young people face can be very stressful. So resilient young people are much more able to navigate stressful situations. Because of their emotional regulation aspects within resilience, they're able to calm themselves down when having a stressful situation, and they're able to utilize psychological resources that help them navigate the stressful situation that they might be in. Helping young people to be resilient to prevent stress is really important, because when a young person experiences chronic and enduring stress over time, it can actually develop into other more serious mental health problems and can lead to physical health problems as well. Increased self-confidence. As young people navigate through challenges and setbacks with increased resilience and coping strategies, they are much more able to see how they're learning and growing, and this builds confidence in themselves. That confidence can then be used in different situations and settings and has like a compounding effect. So the more young people develop self-awareness and self-esteem through becoming resilient, their confidence grows. How do you explain resilience to a young person? It's really important that we have a clear and simple definition to help us explain resilience to a young person. Simply put, resilience is a set of life skills that enable people to positively adapt in the face of challenges and setbacks. One thing to note is that one person's experience of adversity might be very different to another. So it's not our job to diagnose whether we think that that is a challenge or not a challenge for a young person. It's up to us to help somebody recognise that they're finding a situation challenging and that we can help them increase their resilience strategies to navigate that situation or challenge. The next step is to use relatable examples. So help them think about a time when they've overcome a challenge or a setback to achieve a goal. This could be helping them reflect on a time such as learning to ride their bike, learning to swim, passing a test, changing schools, anything that's relatable for them to help them see that they have already been resilient in different situations. Emphasise the fact that resilience isn't just about standing strong in the face of adversity or putting a brave face on. Resilience is about the ability to use resources within themselves and their support networks to help them navigate that challenge. For example, if you're talking about learning to swim or riding a bike, they might have had an adult helping them through that process whilst they learnt to become better at it on their own themselves. Highlight the importance of positive and helpful thinking during that process. So reflecting on the example of a time when they were resilient, what were they thinking and how did they feel? So did they have self-belief? Did they think thoughts like, I can do this, I want to learn how to do this, I'm going to keep on trying? And help them think about how those helpful thoughts can also help them in other situations that they want to overcome and deal with. This helps build their strengths up. This helps build their confidence muscles, knowing that they've done it before in other situations so they can do it again now. Coaching questions can really help the young person understand what resilience is and why it's important. So questions you could ask is, what does resilience mean to you? Tell me about a time when you think you've been resilient. How can you recognise somebody that is resilient? How would you know that they're resilient? What can you learn from them? And what do you want to do that you need to be resilient for? We really need to help young people buy into the concept of being resilient so that they're not feeling it's just another thing that they have to do. One thing I've been specialising in over the last 15 years is training practitioners and professionals in how to use coaching to help young people become more resilient. So let's have a think about how coaches can help young people be more resilient. Coaching creates a safe space and a relationship where the young person can learn strategies and resources and skills that help them to be resilient. Coaches also work with young people to help them explore the emotional side of resilience, helping them understand their reactions and emotional experiences, increasing their emotional literacy so they can explain and understand their feelings in a much more healthy, helpful, balanced ways. All of that helps them to build confidence and self-efficacy and belief in themselves so that they can know that they have the resources within them to overcome challenges. As they face more challenges, they're building up the resources within themselves so that they know they can take it from this situation that they've worked through with their coach and take it into lots of different other situations in their life. And doing that really helps young people not only be resilient in the here and now, but also think about how they can be resilient in future. A coach will normally work with a young person for a short period of time through a range of set one-to-one sessions where they're helping the young person figure out what is the challenges that I want to overcome, what are my goals and how do I want to feel about that situation, and then help them find the solutions and strategies to be able to navigate that situation and overcome those challenges. Coaching helps young people to become self-reliant and have greater accountability and responsibility for their own levels of resilience so that they can understand how they are in being more resilient and they can take that forward and use that in all aspects of their life. If you're interested in finding out more about how coaching can be an intervention to help young people develop resilience and well-being, then check out our free Introduction to Coaching Young People course, which is an 80-minute free online course where you can find out all about our evidence-based approach to coaching. If you're wanting to go ahead and train to be a coach to work with young people to support them to be resilient, then check out our accredited coach training course, which teaches you a positive psychology approach to coaching in order for you to support the well-being and resilience of young people you work with.